Hello, everyone. This is OmniTalk Retail. I'm Chris Walton.
And I'm Ann Mazinga.
And we are coming to you live from the Simbe and OmniTalk podcast studio at the SpartanNash Conference in beautiful and sunny Grand Rapids, Michigan. And
let's do it.
And we are pleased to kick off our coverage today with Doug Highland. Doug is the GM at Leevers Foods. Doug, welcome to OmniTalk.
Oh, thanks a lot. Appreciate being here.
Doug, I'd love for you to start by giving us a little bit of your background and what your role is at Leevers.
Well, background, like a lot of the people you're going to find here at this show, started in my dad's store at 9 years old.
Okay.
Restacking pop bottles, stuff like that.
Really?
Back in the day, and been in the business my whole life. So I've gone anywhere from working for independents, working for corporates, worked for Nash Finch back in the day, SpartanNash. I've been district manager. I've been an account support specialist for the warehouse side. And then I started working with Leevers Foods 5 years ago as their director of operations, and been doing it a long time.
And tell our audience about Leevers. Where are you located?
Well, Leevers Foods is based out of Devil's Lake, North Dakota, third-generation grocery store, founded in 1938 by Norm Leevers.
Okay.
We have 9 stores right now, 8 of them in North Dakota, 1 in Minnesota, and we have 3 standalone liquor stores.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you've done all the jobs, and you have locations in all the Midwest states, pretty much.
Yep, keeps you hopping.
Yes.
Doug, as a former district manager myself, I always have to ask, what was your record for the number of miles you put on your car in 1 year?
Well, of course, with Nash at the time, it was our personal cars, but it was 50.
Wow.
7,000. Yeah.
Oh, my
In
God.
2 years, I had 110,000.
Oh, my God. Man, you got me beat. Mine was 30, so you got me beat.
You got to realize, some of these stores are 4 hours away from home.
I had some too, but yeah, not even that. That's a lot of miles, man. Man, more power to you. Wow, respect. All right, well, so Progressive Grocer, they named Leevers one of its outstanding independent grocers for 2025. Tell us about why was that? What stands out about them in your mind?
Well, they look at several things, but if I remember right on this one, there were a few things they talked about to us privately that really didn't make the article.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were talking about our commitment to electronic shelf labels and the technology and the effort we were putting behind that. But they also talked to us. We have an in-house training that we're doing with what we call development training with assistant managers and people we feel that can work into that role to try and create our own managers of the future. And that's been key because we've had a lot of our manager been there 35 to 40 plus years retiring, and we've had a lot of turnover as far as top talent.
Right.
But we've been able to create it from in-house. And because those guys were there that long, there hasn't been a need for training up to that point because there was no upward movement. So.
Right. And that's always a key challenge, right, in running these markets too, is making sure you got the right staff because it is a challenge. Talk about that.
Well, in this day and age, it's getting harder and harder all the time. Less people want to work. And honestly, this isn't the paying job it used to be when I started in. This was a career that you got into. Anymore, we're kind of on the lower edge of the pay scale, so it's harder to keep these people going. And that's one of the reasons we got into the electronic shelf labels is because we're able to actually reduce some of those hours. And while we're not trying to reduce staff, what our thought for the future is that as we reduce some of these things, another one is meat departments. You can't hire a meat cutter anymore.
Right.
Wow.
But they have phenomenal pre-cut meat programs going. So again, you take some of those hours that you typically would use, you don't replace them. The deal isn't, the whole goal is not to reduce staff.
Yeah.
But to take those dollars and actually pay the staff, you have more for the retention down the road.
Right. Redeploy it. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, Doug, what brings you to the SpartanNash Conference?
I've been to these for several years.
I had a feeling.
Tell us beginners what's so spectacular about this event and why we need to check it out.
Well, for a retailer like me, obviously the first thing I look for is the new items, what's going on, what I haven't seen. But it's our chance to meet with the vendors. Biggest thing is this is normally our best buys of the year. We get right here.
Okay.
There's back in the day you used to do a lot of negotiating. That's pretty much done for you these days. But no, it's a phenomenal way to get a chance to talk to these guys. It used to be we have vendors in our stores all the time.
Right.
Now it's a rarity.
Really?
So,
Okay.
yeah, it's just, again, how the business has changed.
Yeah.
This is our chance to talk to them about issues we're having and hopefully get some better, at least get their attention to it, see what they can address and what they can't.
Get some face time. And why is that? Has the industry moved to become more centralized in their approach to dealing with everything? Or
it's like everything else, cutting costs, and of course, back in the day, you didn't have the internet. You didn't have, the ability to
communication
shoot these
tools.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Right. So that brings up an interesting point, too. So, and you sound like, for the most part, you guys are a very technologically advanced retail organization, with the fact that you've deployed electronic shelf labels in your organization. How do you keep up with the pace of technological change in the grocery industry? What have you found that works for you?
That's a tough question, really. Because in our situation, most of our stores are very rural.
Yeah.
A lot of technology that would really work for, a more metropolitan area is not going to work for us. One of the things that we brought in, and we were recognized, that was part of the recognition too, was we brought in in-store online ordering, delivery, that type of thing. And during COVID, that was huge for us, and it was huge for our customers. Since COVID, we've actually taken that program away. It just it dribbled down to nothing.
Okay.
Like I said, I know you were just talking on one of the previous podcasts about the ability to bring groceries to your house. And, where you're from, that's a bigger deal. Where we're from, it's not.
Right.
We still do delivery, but you get into the fact that those programs cost so much that we've gone back to the old-fashioned call in with your order and we'll take it that way.
Right. And it makes sense. That's also the grocery stores, kind of the center of the community and kind of the place where people are going to do other things besides just shop for groceries. Well, what excites you most, Doug, about what you have left to do in your role the second half of this year?
We've still got 4 stores, that we have to get ESLs in. We're working on that. We're also in that very horrible spot where we have to replace all of our front end systems. Yeah. And so, we're really working on that. The last thing then is we're going with RSA America app for advertising. And
are you?
Yeah. We're going to be eliminating print ad shortly and going to that. So a lot of work in the background going on that. So like I said, it's just hop from one to another.
Doug, I'm curious, have the perspectives been both of, first, I would say with the ESLs and your employees and kind of the movement over to that? What is the feeling been from them? And then when you talk about getting rid of printed coupons and going into fully digital, what do you anticipate the customers will say about that?
Well, what we found for the employees so far, it's been phenomenal.
It's been great.
We've heard that across the board.
It really has. We have heard mixed results from other companies on the ESLs.
Oh, really?
We actually have had phenomenal response to it. But one of that was talking to a customer who had already gone to it, and they were talking about how the customer did not know what these meant, what the tags meant, which seemed funny because you just spent months designing these. And, well, it's obvious what it means. Well, to us it is, but to them it's not. Okay. So we had this conversation about 2 weeks before we launched it. So we immediately realized we have to educate. Right. And that's what we did. So we got bag stuffers and flyers and signs throughout the store, stating exactly what each sign means. Sure. And it made all the difference in the world. So
that's great.
It's been really good.
And I assume can carry that through then too for printed coupon, or when you're moving from printed to digital coupons.
Yes. The whole thing again is it's all going to be about the education, letting them know where it's at. Right. We got a lot of ways we kind of want to twist that program a little bit. Some ideas on how to spice it up. So we're excited to get started on that.
There's so much more opportunity now. That's great. Excellent.
Every good merchant does, Doug. Every good merchant does, right? Exactly. Yeah, you got to do it your own way, right? So for sure. Well, thank you so much. Yeah. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for kicking off our coverage here. Again, Doug Highland, Ann and I are going to be here all day from the Simbe and OmniTalk podcast studio at the SpartanNash Conference in Grand Rapids, Michigan. So until next time, Ann.
Be careful out there.